Welcome back to Stockton Beach here in Newcastle. You're watching the Navy Australian Open. We've just seen the final of the under-19 men's. We are now into the action of the under-23 women's final. Boats lining up, ready for the decider. Let's have a look how they got there in the six-crew final. Grant Wilkinson, really tough there to get out of the shore break in the first of the semis in the under-23 women.
We just saw Ostomy getting hit there. They're not with their normal sweep. Jack Patterson is away on national representative duty, so Brendan McAlpine filling in for them, doing a good job, but the girls not quite used to his sweeping technique.
Yeah, of course, we had Ostomy, Currumbin, North Cronulla Gold and the Tannum Sweet Chicks lining up in the four-crew final. You can see a bit of a battle around the cans as well.
An interesting race here, not just for the final. Tannum Sands are the Queensland representatives. Ostomy Blue, they were the New South Wales representatives. I think Ostomy would like to get some payback on Tannum, but Tannum are a very, very good crew there. You can see them coming across the line, doing it easy.
Absolutely. If you could position yourself in the right spot, you got a golden run to the line. And Tannum, they did it easy there, but these races between the races, the rivalries, of course, in the surf boat competition is fantastic. And it was, of course, on show again in the first of the semi-finals. But incredibly, Wilco, Ostomy, they missed out altogether. The Tannum Sweet Cheeks getting the cash ahead of Currumbin and North Cronulla Gold all through to the decider, but the state representative, Ostomy Blue, they missed out altogether. As we move into the second semi-final, and most of these crews must have thought the door was now very much ajar, with Ostomy missing out in a huge upset.
That is a big, big upset too, and leaves the door, as you said, wide open here. That is a place that's up for begging now for this second semi-final.
We had Allura Ghost Riders, the Scarborough Canaries, Avalon Beach and Bulli Gold. Of course, we know Bulli coming from the powerhouse club there on the south coast of New South Wales. They would have been thinking they were one of the crews to beat in this one.
Yeah, and all Bulli crews renowned for their fast starts. They get off the beach very quickly. Just see them get hit there by a little wave. They'll recover from that though, and they do very well. Yeah,
quite incredibly. They did cop one right on the bow at the start there, Bulli, but they do fight their way back into this one, of course. Only three crews do go through to the final. In fact, on the turn, it was a blanket finish, but Bulli must have got themselves right back on the pace there, Wilco, to get their noses back in front as the turn for home.
And you see rider screen as well, Allura Ghost Riders doing it well. My home club, they come home really well. This crew did not miss a final last year, and they're continuing on this year.
Well, Bulli, of course, pushing themselves back into the action there as well. Another pretty close finish in the second semi-final for the women's under-23s. Of course, the three crews that got through to the decider was indeed Bulli Gold, the Allura Ghost Riders, and the Scarborough Canaries will line up in the six-crew decider as well, with Avalon Beach, the unfortunate crew to miss out in the final for the under-23 women's. Glorious conditions here for swimmers and boat crews alike here at Stockton for the under-23 women's final. The Bulli Gold team, the Billy Gold, in fact, they are in the decider, as are the Currumbin Paddywhacks. Mark Lusserman there, the sweep for the under-23 crews. From Allura, Wilco, you'll be cheering home your clubmates, no doubt, from the commentary box here with the Allura crew, of course, through to the decider. North Cronulla Gold, a rival club, you'd have to say. I would have thought of Allura. They're also there. They'll know a lot about each other, those girls. While the Scarborough Canaries, they're also through to the six-boat decider here at Stockton, and Tannum Sands have to be considered one of the favourites here, Wilco, for the big one.
Yeah, Tannum winning their semi-final, and the Queensland representatives very fast. Interesting to note, North Cronulla Gold, they've done a fantastic job to make this. They've actually swapped two of their crew members around, changed positions in the boat, the seating in the boat, and this is the first final they've made this year in a major championships.
Yeah, incredible season for them. A great summer for them, in fact, when you consider that history. They are now only a couple of minutes away from possibly being the Australian champion. So it's been a fantastic return of form, if you like, for North Cronulla. But there's five other crews that have plenty to say about at the start. Always crucial. And look, there's a wave on as well, Wilco.
Again, not a big wave, but it's just enough to stop you and stop the run of the boat. Once that boat gets hit and it gets full of water, it's very hard to get it going again.
Of course, Tannum, what a couple of days it's been for them. The Queensland representative have had quite the few days here at Stockton.
And you see North Cronulla, oh, Currumbin just getting hit there. That could be their whole race over and done with right there.
Quite incredible. We talk about good starts. Currumbin not getting the start that they were after. And, of course, they are up against some powerhouse crews, Tannum in particular, and, of course, Bulli. Well, we'll have to see how that does affect Currumbin now in the race to the cans. Can they settle down? Can they get back into rhythm? quick they have to forget about that and just get back into the action.
That's exactly right. The hardest thing in surf boats is if you do get hit by a wave is to settle back down, to relax and just focus on getting the boat to run smoothly. Sometimes, it sounds funny, but sometimes you actually need to relax and power down to get the boat running faster.
Indeed, let's see if they can settle and get themselves back into this one, but it's going to be tough for that crew from Currumbin. You are now on board with the Scarborough Canaries. Fantastic job, of course, coming from the west of the country to make it here for the final, and they are in the big one.
They are doing a fantastic job. There's not a lot of depth, not a lot of racing for them over in WA. To come over here and to be up in the final with all these East Coast crews is an absolutely fantastic job.
And of course, when you consider North Cots is usually the crew we're most used to seeing in these big finals, Scarborough showing there's more than just one crew from the west.
Yeah, and good luck to them. They're doing a great job here. Hopefully they can run home well on this favoured again Southern End, as we see both Alley 6 and Alley 5 first around the turn.
Yeah, at the moment it does look like it is a race between two as they turn for home in the women under-23 final here for the Navy Australian Open. It's Tannum Sands. They're just ahead of Bulli. Scarborough, they're in a race now for the top three, while the rest of the crews might be battling for the minor placings, although the race is never over till it's over, particularly because, Wilco, the waves have been coming.
And you just see Lura there having a bit of trouble getting around the turn. Sweet Mark McDonald pulled them out of the turn a little bit early. They were still about 45 degrees square to the beach, and it took them quite a while to actually straighten up.
Yeah, it looks like they are out of the running. You're back on board there with the Scarborough Canaries. They have got possibly a top three finish inside. They'd want to do more than that, but they are going to have to chase down this mighty crew from the north area of Queensland, the Tannum Sands Sweet Cheeks crew. They are in front in the race to the line here for the Navy Australian Open under-23 women's title. Look at them. They look very much on pace. They're smooth, they're solid, and the waves are coming.
And it looks like a little run just building up behind the back of their boat here. You'll see them lean right back towards the bow of the boat. That gets all the weight forward and gets that boat running downhill.
Oh, classic shots there. That is Tannum. That is surf boat racing at its finest, as it looks like the Canaries are trying to find a runner as well. They are now powering up. Can they get their noses in front? It looks like a race for second for them, because Tannum Sands have really blown them away here in the final of the under-23 women's race. You can see their clubmates from Queensland. They're already celebrating, hands in the air, and why not? What a powerful display. The sweep, they're celebrating. They are the champions. A great finish there from Tannum. Undoubtedly the best crew on the day.
Well done, Tannum. Won the Interstate, now won the Australian Open Championships. Shows why they are the Queensland representatives.
Well, they are the champions in the under-23 women's. Who is going to be runners-up? And look at the girls from the west, the Canaries. The girls from Scarborough, they are flying home on a runner. Have they picked Bulli on the line? It's another blanket finish, another tough one for the judges. Allura, Wilco, I'm sorry, mate. Your teammates have just finished out of the placings, but they have stormed home as well. Well done, girls. A big effort from the Allura crew. But it is Tannum Sands celebrating. They're already hugging, and why not? They are the Navy Australian Open champions for 2013. An incredible finish from them, from the Sweet Cheeks. They are smiling. Tannum are your champions. Ahead of Bulli have got it. They have beaten Scarborough Canaries, North Cronulla Gold home in fourth, Allura Ghost Riders and Currumbin. But it is Tannum as champions.
These young girls here are just so good at what they do. You can't wish for anything better. They rode the perfect race. Smacked that start. We've been doing great ones all weekend. So once we get out the back though, we knew that there's a lot of rowing to be done. And, we talked about this all day, and, these young girls, they got out the back there and we extended it. I thought we just couldn't wish for better. From Central Queensland for a club up here, and these young girls to, be rising to the top of their division is just, great for our club, great for Tannum Sands, and, I can't wish more for the next couple of months.